Hello, this is a video on how to play the card game Ecarte. Now, Ecarte is a two-player card game, and it is played with a 32 card deck. This is your standard 52 card deck with the twos up to the sixes removed from the deck. The cards of each suit rank from high to low as follows. King, from highest to lowest, with King, Queen, Jack, Ace, 10, 9, 8, 7. This is unique from other card games in that the King, Queen, and Jack are ranked higher than the Ace. 5 cards are dealt to each player. The top card of the remaining pile is then flipped up to determine the trump suit. This is the trump suit for the game. The objective of the game is to win at least 3 out of the 5 tricks. The name of the game presumably comes from the fact that if neither player wants to try to win 3 tricks with the cards they are dealt, both may discard unwanted cards from their hands and are dealt an equal number of fresh cards in exchange. So, in this case, my opponent proposes 3 cards. What I'll do is I'll choose to refuse this proposal. We'll see what that means in the next game. Remember, standard trick-taking rules apply. You must play a card in the lead suit whenever possible. The winner of the trick leads the next trick. The winner of the trick is the player with the highest ranking trump card. If no trump card is played, the winner of the trick is the player with the highest ranking card in the lead suit. Here we have to play our 7 of diamonds. In this case, he has won that trick. We don't have a diamond. What we'll do is we'll play our Queen of Hearts there to win the trick. We'll play our Ace of Clubs. We'll then play our Queen of Spades as well as our 10 of Clubs. In this case, I have obtained a score of 1. By being able to win 3 out of 5 tricks from in a round, it allows you to gain a point. In this case, what we'll do is we'll propose just for the sake of it. And so let us show you what a proposal is. We'll get rid of the 10 because it is our lowest ranking card. We'll propose. So, what is proposing? Proposing is when one player wants to get rid of a certain number of cards. It is then up to the other player if they accept that proposal or if they refuse that proposal. If your opponent accepts your proposal, both players exchange a certain number of cards from the stock deck. Otherwise, if one player refuses the proposal, both players must stick with their current layout. Do note that you can continue proposing an unlimited amount of times, provided that you have cards left in the stockpile. Remember, you only have 32 cards in the stockpile for each round. It is very unlikely that you will use all of them. You only have 32 cards in total. So, after dealing 5 cards to each player, you'd only, as well as flipping over the 1 trump card, you'd only have 21 cards left in the stockpile. It is unlikely that you'll continue proposing and using all of them. However, you can continue to do so if you wish. The best way to use proposals is to continue proposing until you have a suitable hand that you think will allow you to win the game. In this case, we obtained an extra point. This is because we had the king of the trump suit. Having the king of the trump suit gives you 1 bonus point. So we will continue playing. This case, I'll lead with the ace of spades. He played an 8 of diamonds, winning that trick. I have to follow the lead suit whenever possible. Do not forget. So, it seems to me my opponent has quite a good hand. In this case, my opponent had won 3 out of 5 tricks for that round, so my opponent won that round. As you can see, Ecarte is quite a simple game. It's not too difficult, and so do note, let's go through the proposal one more time. So, let's go through some additional rules here. If either player holds the king of trumps, they must announce it before playing their first card. Furthermore, there are some additional rules, and there are some variations, as this was a game played in the Victorian era. However, those are quite extensive. There are about 50 variations, and so we have simply gone through what we feel are the most common. So, in this case, the queen of clubs was played here, with clubs being trump. We don't have a club, so we'll simply play any card. Our hand is quite bad here. This is quite a bad hand. Very, very bad. So, in the event that you take all 5 tricks in a round, you will get 2 points rather than 1 point for winning the round. As you can see, my opponent took every single trick in that round. 5 out of 5 tricks. Therefore, my opponent obtained 2 points. Do note that the non-dealer, in this case the dealer is my opponent, the non-dealer is the one that gets to propose. I will propose. Reason being, my deck is quite weak. I want to get rid of all of these cards. My opponent refuses. You have the right to refuse a proposal. If you have a very good hand, it is good to refuse a proposal. This allows you to not only keep your cards, because if you accept the proposal, you must exchange cards from the deck, but it also prevents your opponent from getting a good hand. As you can see, we have a very low quality hand here. That is okay. However, our opponent has quite a high quality hand. Once again, my opponent will obtain 1 point for winning the majority of the tricks in the round, but not winning all of the tricks in the round. So, my opponent proposes 4 cards, right? The non-dealer, in this case I am the dealer, the non-dealer gets to propose. If both players accept the proposal, both players must exchange the number of cards proposed for with the deck. In this case, the dealer proposes 4 cards. Even though my hand is quite good, for the sake of demonstration, I will accept the proposal. If I accept the proposal, I allow the opponent to exchange 4 cards from the deck. It is then my choice if I want to exchange cards from the deck. In this case, that is what I did there. So if you accept the proposal, you can let your opponent exchange cards from the deck, and then it is your turn as the dealer to exchange as many cards as you would like from the deck. You can choose not to exchange cards. However, what is the point of the proposal then? Why would you allow the opponent to exchange cards if you were not going to exchange cards anyway? There's no benefit to that. You allowed your opponent the chance at a better hand without improving your own hand yourself. Thus, when accepting a proposal, always think, can I drastically increase the quality of my own hand? In this case, a heart was played. I must follow lead suit whenever possible. I'll play another heart. In this case, she played a diamond. I don't have a spade, but luckily for me, I do have my trump. So I took the majority of the tricks and I obtained a point. Both players play to a predetermined, I guess, score of points. This can be anything, depending on how long or how short you want the game to be, how much fun you are having with the game. There are a variety of factors that essentially determine how long or what score you would like to play till. Thus, pick a score, play till it, play to that score, sorry. But that essentially wraps up how to play Ecarte. It's quite a simple game, right? It's very, very simple, not much action going on. It's just playing tricks as well as the proposal factor. If you have the King of Trumps, you get an extra point. If you win all 5 tricks in a round, you get 2 points rather than 1 point for winning the round. 1 point normally for winning the round, 2 points for sweeping the round, 1 point for holding the King of Trump. That wraps up how to play Ecarte. Thanks for watching.